How do you measure your worth as a person? I know how to measure my financial worth. I take my assets and deduct my liabilities, and I have my personal financial worth. Unfortunately, many of us adapt a similar approach when we attempt to calculate our worth as a person. We learn that process from birth. When we are children, we literally work for smiles. If mom or dad have a smile on their face, we figure we're good. Later, we add other adults. If they're smiling, we are good. If they aren't, we must have done something bad. Of course, as we get older, we come to understand that other things may have made an adult frown. You can hear that realization in children, teens, and even adults. It wasn't my fault. I didn't do anything. When in actuality, they haven't. However, if we lose a job, get laid off, or even fired, we wonder how worthless we really are. The problem may be we're doing math only one way. I call it social math. If our social world, our parents, friends, bosses are happy, then we are worth something. If not, we're bad. Yes, we may have done something wrong, maybe even several things wrong. Yet, is that our worth as a person? What we need is a second form of math. I call it personal worth calculation. A personal worth calculation works something like this. We start with our personal strengths. Those strengths may include our personal values, our tendencies and temperaments, our hopes, dreams, and aspirations. Now we add in what we are good at doing, our interests and our capacities. Add to that what we can and are willing to learn to achieve our goals. That gives us a sense of what we are truly worth. Of course, we can't throw out social worth. Social worth gives us a way of measuring how valuable we are to a given situation. We may have great values, talent, capacity, and personal motivation, and if the situation doesn't need those, we may need to look for some changes. Just like Kenny Rogers and the Gambler, we got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. Sometimes, to keep our sense of personal worth intact, we need to decide if we can adapt ourselves to fit the situation, change the situation, or find a new situation. In the end, our personal worth remains like gold. It never loses its value. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Life Matters. If it's been helpful, please hit those like and subscribe buttons as you leave. If you're watching me on Facebook, please like my page and share it with friends. Most of all, come back to see me for my next episode of Life Matters.